unpopular opinion, I'm sure, and most men's coaches and narcissistic abuse coaches or therapists aren't going to tell you this. And I'm just being honest, y'all. Maybe the most beneficial, the most helpful thing, the most helpful tool, if you will, when I got out of my narcissistic relationship, and I mean, I'm talking for months, you guys, was crying. Like literally just crying, like letting it all out. Now, here was the biggest problem though. The biggest problem is if I had let it all out whenever I felt like it, I literally would have been crying all day, every day in the beginning. For like the first 6 months, that's what I would have done all day, is just cry, because you're an absolute mess. Your whole entire life is completely destroyed. You're a wreck. You can barely function. But you can't just stay a blabbering mess all the time. I mean, you got stuff to get done. You have goals to accomplish. You have people to help, family to take care of, kids to be a role model for, people in the community to show up for. You're a man, and you've been called by God for a purpose. So you can't just be around crying every day, all day, right? And instead of letting that pain and that trauma use me, I took that pain and that trauma and I used it. And I just made a specific time and place and space for it every single day. And so in the beginning, when you guys saw me, I started banging these 100 burpees a day. Well, the reason I started doing that in the very beginning was because I needed to create what I now call the pain cave. I needed to go into the pain cave. And so literally all that anger, all that frustration, sadness, all that depression, I would save for my 15 minutes when I bang out those 100 burpees. And I would just put on a really sad song and I would just let the tears flow. And then when the clock hit the top of the minute, I'd go and I'd bang 10 burpees and then start again. Top of the minute, bang 10 burpees and do it again. It's like I would bang out 100 burpees every single day in the pain cave, moving my body through it, right? Because we know that emotion is energy in motion. And what's really going on is that I have stuck energy in my body, stuck toxic energy. It needs to move out of my body. And when we don't move it out of our body, what happens is it comes out through our words, through our actions, through our behaviors, because it's going to come out one way or the other. And so that's why the easiest way to start to transform your life, no matter what it is you're doing, trying to get sober, recovering from a narcissistic relationship, it doesn't matter, is to transform yourself physically, because your spirit will follow where your body goes physically. And what's really happening when we're feeling that anger, that depression, that anxiety, that regret, that shame, that guilt, all of those unresourceful emotions, is it's stuck energy inside of us. And so we need to take those unresourceful emotions and turn them into resourceful emotions. And so that's why I would make time for myself to cry every day. And I would let that pain out. And I would just listen to the same songs over and over and over again. And it would hurt and my face would stream down tears. And I would bang those burpees. And then I would go out and I would accomplish the goals that I had set, which is building this brand and building this platform. And so here we are now, over 250,000 followers in the last 10 months, completely organically, just sharing what's on my heart, trying to help other men like you and I. Not that I'm cool. It's not about me at all. Obviously, it's all about Jesus and my creator God, our creator God. But all I'm saying is I set a goal, created a vision of what I wanted to live into, and I started to show up every single day and do that. But it's taken months to balance it out, to figure it out, because I had so much pain to heal from, right? It's like squeezing a wound and all that pus is coming out, and the next day and more and more and more. And it's like eventually over time, it's going to heal, but it takes time. And so what I'm saying is the more that you try to bottle up those emotions, the more that you try to act like they don't exist, the more trouble you're going to have in your life, bro. And I know that you know this. So a long story longer, I could have just told you in 15 seconds, it's okay to cry. And the truth of it is, bro, you probably need to cry. And you're still a man if you cry. That's cool. Like, again, make time for it, like a high performer, like a high achiever. Don't let it use you. You use the pain and the trauma, but filter it and let it process, heal with it, sit with it, let God take care of it. You go into the pain cave and you acknowledge that pain and you surrender it and give it to God. Oh my gosh. And you start to show up obedient to the word. You have no idea, bro. Your whole life will change.